Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Endwalker. In the last episode, we helped the alchemists at the Great Work finish up the talisman that they were making to try to ward off the influence of the towers. They were able to successfully create a functioning prototype that we then tested, which seemed to work pretty well. Unfortunately, during the testing process, Nadana was kidnapped into the tower and integrated into it. Unfortunate that, but nothing we could do. We did run into good old Fan Daniel, and he revealed that the soul of Fan Daniel from the time of the final days was inherited by none other than Amon, the head researcher of the late Allegan Empire, whose clone we ran into in the Crystal Tower. So that was interesting. So afterwards, we were invited to Eorzea itself to meet with the satrap, who it turns out is actually just a figurehead, because the real ruler of the city-state is none other than Vitra, one of the first brood of the dragons. So, yeah, one of Midgardsormr's kids. The youngest, who wants us to help deal with the tower. So yeah, we were probably going to do that anyway, so we're on board. But now we need to go ahead and report back in at the Baldesion Annex and let everybody know what's going on and make a decision as to what we're going to do. So that is where we are at. So, I'm going to head back to the Annex, and see what it is we're going to do next. There's the group from Labyrinthos we've already worked with. Here's our group from Thavnair. Eorzea. Vitra and his alchemists have prepared for our foray into the tower. What we may accomplish within its twisted halls remaineth to be seen. That Arcasodra languish in Telophoroi chains doth forewarn us of the nature of our foe. 'Tis the gods of Thavnair who will be summoned to thwart us. Correct? Estinian? The conflict between Nidhogg and I is in the past, and though they were brothers, it has no bearing on my view of Vitra. Above all else, he is a leader of men, not an enemy. He would hardly dedicate his life to this endeavor if he bore our kind any ill will. Sure thing. Alright. Thancred. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnair, we're back in chilly Sharlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here, so let us take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Alright, so we need to talk to Kryl. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Fill everybody in.
Your time in Thavnair has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
Makes sense.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
Sounds like a plan.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal. Thus, the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary.
Right.
Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
Logical.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise.
Almost like a summoning in and of themselves.
A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Eorzea, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
All right. Are you sure Alphino is in the right group? Yeah, because he's a healer too.
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
Right, because if we do it with trusts, we're gonna need a healer.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzat Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Oh, nobody tell whoever's gonna need to use that what's gonna happen to them. Yeah. We had to fly that one blind, so they're gonna have to too. Alright, so we are off. Back to Thavnair. Alright, so I guess I'll start making my way towards the military post, and I'll be back once we're there. Alright, here we are at the outpost. There's Nobdeen. Ah, our friend of Eorzea. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warning scales will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. Alright then. There's the boat. And we'll wait till everybody shows up. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. No warning, however emphatic, could have prepared me for that. Hope we got him some lassi. On account of which, we are a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. Good. Vitra. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. Or Varshan. You must be... should we still call you Varshan, I suppose? Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Fair enough. Very well, then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your warding scales. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Alright. Good deal. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere with those with the anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals. In that case, they're all yours from now on. But I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star, after all. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we'll divide into two groups. Ayame and her band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. Yep. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thavnarian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnar, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Okay, so now the decision needs to be, do we go in with trusts, in which case I'm going to go in as machinist, or do we go in with other players, which I will go in as paladin. Because I get a faster queue that way. Alright, well, before we go in... Trial? This is the closest I've ever been to one of the towers. Such a sinister aura it exudes. It's been a while since last I took to the field, and I can't help but feel nervous, but with everyone at my side, I'm sure all will be well. Yeah, you'll do fine. Y'shtola? Lest you worry, I have not forgotten my healing spells. Be it restoration or destruction, this sorceress can command whatever magics the situation requires. Yes, because you used to be a conjurer, but now you're a black mage. So, you know, I guess she can still swap back. Alright, Eorzea. Aside from primals, within the tower we shall for certainty encounter enthralled Imperial soldiers. Defenders conveyed hither by means unknown, who will stop at nothing to hinder our efforts. And Graha? Though our parties are separate, I will entrust you, as I know you will trust in me. I will trust in you. Let us both give it our all and add another rousing chapter to the saga. Varshan? The Radiant Host and I will be watching from the outpost, ready to act at the first sign of unusual activity. May the scales serve you well and protect you in lieu of Vitra's fangs and claws. Or Vitra's. Alright. Thancred, small talk? With Y'shtola keeping them company, the other party will be able to hold their own against the enemy if needs be. So we can tackle our own tasks without worrying over them. Come, let us be about it. In a minute. Isidian? First this armor, blessed with Rataskar's power. And now Vitra's scale. Much has changed for dragons to show me such favor. And with Nidhogg with me, in spirit and in hand, no obstacle will bar our way. Alright, Alice. My warding skill is safely tucked away. I'm ready when you are. Yummy. May not be the Azure Dragoon, former or otherwise, but I'll guarantee that I'll give as good as I get. Alright, Alphino. I may have taken up new arms, but my role is unchanged. I am a healer, through and through. Yet in knowing who once wore this sage's mantle, I wonder, when all is said and done, will I look back on the battles I choose to fight with pride? I think that in interest of just being quick about it, because my schedule is a little tight today, we're going to go in with trusts. So we can just go ahead and get it started. Who do we want to bring with? Oh, Thancred and Alphino need to come. So is it going to be Alice or Estinian? Well, given that Estinian is new to the crew, let's
right then
bring Estinian along for his first run with us as a trust. All right, let's do it. All right, let's get to it. And there are our first opponents. Flamethrower out. The reason I'm coming in here as a machinist with the trust is because I can bring a little bit more damage to the party than the other trusts can. And help us get through this a little bit quicker.
you're mine. My turn!
A great surge of ether as if a summoning hath begun. And there they are. This place is somewhat disturbing looking. Alright, and auto crossbow.
My turn! You underestimate me!
What are you doing, Justinian? Ah, he's going. Alright, next target. Armored Fiend.
You're mine! You're mine!
Alright, that's down, and here's our first boss. Mindruva. Alright. Everybody here? Ready to go? Let's do it. Blizzard, fire, and thunder. Okay. Oop. And bio. Fire, which means we're going to want to get over here, right?
You're mine!
Alright, so far so good. Alright. Transmute Blizzard. Transmute Bio. Okay, that means we're going to want to be over here, I think. Yep.
You underestimate me!
Transmute Fire. I don't know if she's going to last long enough to get that off. Oh, crap. Bio. Ah, gotta get hit by that. Well, that's what second wind is for. Striking Greaves. Okay, not very useful. Not a monk. Light them up. All right. Oh, right. Multi-target.
You're mine!
All right. That group is down. On to the next. Ew. I am going to go ahead and pull these guys into the next room. Nope. Oh, actually, never mind. That's right. They don't follow me. We'll burn these down. No problem. I mean, I could probably grab them. Oh, did I hit that? But I would have to basically get hit by them for a little bit before Thancred picked them up. Make them nice and toasty. Oh. Treasure copper. What do we got? Casting. Nope. Come on, Thancred. Pick him up. Alright, looks like one more room of enemies. Hypertune and Imperials. Those are fully transformed Imperials, so they're toast. No curing them. Make sure that we're hitting everybody. Alright, Hypertuned is down. And another treasure coffer. Slaying. No. I'm looking for fending or aiming gear. So far, no good. Alright, Sandruva. Let's see what you can do.
You cannot stop us!
Get away from those. That does not give you a lot of room for a safe spot.
There!
We're frozen. Okay then. Just follow the trusts. I'm not sure what to do. Alright, there's that time thing again. Okay, this one is the one not dancing.
All or nothing!
All right. He's down. Maiming. Nope. Zot Predators. Oop.
There!
All right, a Zot Rotor. Deal with this quickly. And Zot gunships. There's only 2 of them. I'm just gonna single target.
You cannot stop us!
You're mine!
Ooh. Okay. Next. Appear to be Colossi. For a minute there, I thought there might be a chest there, but apparently not. Oh, a rotor just came in. Switching to multi-target. Oops, I screwed that up. Something goofy was happening there, but it seems to be working again.
You're mine!
Alright, now we're back down to 2 targets. Alright, 2 Colossi and an armored weapon.
You cannot stop us!
My turn!
Alright, well. Down to 2, gonna go single target. Alright, final boss. Remember the cost, we must protect the tower. Harbingers elect, the Magus sisters. Alright, let's go say hi. Alright, Sindruva. Oh, there's the other two. We're gonna stay on Cindy here first. Oh boy. Crazy AoEs.
Try and stop me!
Try and reduce them one at a time. Alright, here we go again. Fortunately, one of the nice things about Machinist is it is extremely mobile. Ow, I got hit by something there. Oh, oh, gather up. Missed that. All right, Cindy's down. Time for Sandy.
There!
Oh, 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 there's those. Ooh.
You cannot stop us!
Time to end this!
Oh. Oh, nice. I still didn't put the limit break on the right target. Very good. Alright, so we've broken through the tower's defenses, and now we need to figure out what to do about the tower itself. Alright. And I got an aiming coat. Is that any better than what I've got? It is not. I mean, it looks alright. Oh well. My current gear still outclasses anything that we're getting at this point, so. Alright, let's go.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
For the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Ishtola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek.
A bit larger than I was anticipating, but okay.
Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core.
Oh?
A man's limb.
Weird.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yeah.
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Justinian, straight to business as usual. Good work.
And that should be the end of it.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
And we didn't think this through very well, did we?
And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
Yeah.
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Well, we're still breathing. That's good. And that's a lot of Arcosodra.
What happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed.
Yep, it just blinked out.
Hardly a scratch. But how?
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
And he's completely tuckered out. Yeah. Impressive.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Yep, they're all going to be tempered.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
Fortunately, we have here for that. No.
I have every faith in you, Eorzea, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, scions!
Hey, Varshan.
We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
Yep, we're going to need a lot of stretchers. Really big stretchers.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Ah, Madonna. All right. So, Tower of Zot has been destroyed. Excellent. Thancred. Oh, Estinian, what do you have to say? Phew, carrying all those Matanga may have been the true struggle. Alright. Anybody else kicking around? No, just Estinian and Thancred. Alright, Thancred. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Razat Han for treatment. Alise and Yustola will oversee the administration of the tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Alright, we can run the Tower of Zot as trusts now. Next, the Jewel of Thavner. Enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right, Varshan bade us come to Megaduta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Ah, wait, on second thought, Unistinian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. Let Graha and the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Yeah. Just you and me, then. The guardsmen at the gate should wave us through. Alright, Thancred's still here. When we delivered Graha to the alchemists, they were not a little excited. Perhaps it was Nadana's rescue that brought them joy, but given their fascination with Estinian, I'm not quite sure. Yes, he has his own interesting traits, given that, you know, he possesses the royal eye of the Allegan Imperial line. Alright, but I think this is where we're going to go ahead and stop, actually. So, don't need to be there. And, we'll head into Razat Han when we come back for our next episode. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.